Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video over on the channel by the name of LeaIsChill. Today we are here to return to Jujutsu Kaisen to go ahead and cover the event that will go away today in the form of the Grand Exorcism Battle Spiritual Mountain Range arc. Basically, they are dropping a bunch of events all at once. It seems like they're kind of trying to rush through the events over on JP to try and catch up, which is a bit odd for a game that is only 1 year behind. You can really do a lot of things by keeping global staggered a little bit and just slowly dropping the content and making sure that JP is the one that's a little bit ahead. But of course, they need to get that cash money, and so they've been rushing through things, and we are going to cover today's event plot in just these 3 side stories and then kind of fight the boss here. They did announce this morning they're going to be dropping Uta. This is Tokyo Ghoul. Yuta inside the game this weekend, and so likely I'm going to be going with all my currency into his banner and hoping for the best, because he is apparently a red attacker, and that is pretty much the category I need the most. So we're just going to go ahead and go on through this and have some fun. The music you hear in the background right now is going to be from a different game, because unfortunately the last episode of this got fully claimed, and that means that this game uses the anime's in-game or in-anime audio music to actually adapt its story. And so I literally can't use it in the background, otherwise I am going to get all of my monetization taken away. And hey, we all need that sometimes. So let's get to it. But yeah, we basically just chilled with this last time and watched through the entire story. And it was pretty fun. So we're just going to see if they did anything interesting here. I have a feeling this one should be pretty interesting. Mostly because of the monkey. There's like a cool monkey boss I like. Yeah. I love that they play it flat, that only Yuji's the one who plays along with Gojo's bullshit. Was I the only one who introduced myself? Yeah. Thanks, Gojo. You're really playing on Itadori's, like... He's basically like the most innocent one of any of them. Everyone else is just pretty tired of Gojo. Granted, Gojo's the one who came up with the idea to make Itadori show up after being dead for a while in like a big surprise. So they come up into this mountain and kill all the cursed spirits all throughout for the sake of keeping it clean, because it seems to automatically spawn them by itself. This place is too big. The number of cursed spirits is way too high. You can't do it alone even with a full day of work. You not only need to fight, you need to ensure you have food and shelter. Probably not to try... Sorry. The trick to surviving in the wilderness is probably not to try to retrieve food that is stolen, or something like that. But that would assume that you already have food. Are you assuming that there's going to be a bear that steals your food, and you're just going to have to chase after it, and to not do so? Oh yeah, not the bears! Has to include these elements. But you can chill with wildlife. I actually wonder how effective Itadori's punching would be on an actual bear. Because obviously in Golden Kamui, punching a bear in the nose like it was like the superstition does not work. The environment be your friend. Alright. Now, there is one tiny hang-up. They didn't have any supplies with them. Just making fun of Itadori.
裏若き乙女を何だと思ってるわけ？あ？
ごめんって。
I said I'm sorry.
仕方ねえだろ。あの人のことだ。目的も言わずに連れてきた時
That
点
dude,
で怪しか
Mr.
った。
Gojo.
とにかく殲滅すればそれで帰れるんだ。やるしかないだろ。
こんな山中で虫に刺されながら寝泊まりとか最悪だから、さっさと終わらせ。
Oh, hey! I didn't realize. I guess I did see a picture of Todo inside the image of this. Wait, they're here too. Obviously, I skipped through. Why are you trying so lightly? Bringing luggage? You're underestimating the wilderness. Gojo didn't let us bring anything. Yeah, okay. He's just like, sorry.
But
yeah, without having a sleeping bag or anything, you're not gonna dodge any bug bites, Nobara. Deadass, you're doomed.
あなたたちが夜寒さと呪霊にまとわりつかれるのを安全に眺めたらとっても楽しそうだもの。
てめえ。
二人とも落ち着け。別に今回は敵同士という。
This time.
呪霊が相手なら。
Should join forces. That would be nice. Maybe we can use your sleeping bags too.
話が早くて助かります。
では共に鍛錬するぞ、ブラザー。
Yeah. So it's Fushiguro and Kamo with like the expectations of their clans, and so they're kind of related in that way. Todo and Itadori because they're brothers, and then Mai and Nobara because they're directly combative since they met. That's a cute little combo. It's decreasing, except for the one we have exorcised. Hmm. There's something just devouring on the mountain? Surely they sent us here for a reason then.
あの呪霊はみんなにはちょっと荷が重いかもね。他者の呪力を食らい強さを増す呪霊。今は準1級程度だけど。
Semi-grade 1. They can definitely handle that.
けどまあ大丈夫か。何が言おうと払うことに変わりはない。さっさと払って帰りましょう。
There was never a choice, really.
一丁行くか。
あなたたちは私たちの足を引っ張らないでいてくれればそれでいいわ。
はあ、どっちが足引っ張ってるのか教えてやるよ。
この二人はもう放っておこ
う。Kamo's so done with Mai's bullshit.
いつだって大人の想像を超えていく。期待してるよ、みんな。
Funnily enough, so because of the six eyes, Gojo can just see what they're talking about from across the entire jungle. I don't know if they're implying that he's just watching them from afar, or if he's just seeing them from the edge of the mountain because he just sees everything. Like, one of the reasons why Gojo got trapped in the prison realm in the first place, spoilers, but obviously, yeah, is because when he looks at someone, it plays through at least a little bit of the relation between them and sees through something inside them. And so 1 second of making eye contact exists for longer. It looks like this is actually what's called 1 first part, 1 second part. And so maybe this event is going to have a follow-up in the Spiritual Mountain range, because that's just the end of it, and then they introduced a bunch of bosses to fight all throughout this. So I'm gonna pop myself back down here and make myself a little bit bigger. But we're honestly just gonna fight one or two of these today. Personally, I kind of like the designs they have. So the second guy here is the guy from the first episode. I don't recognize the mushroom one, This weird feather man, it definitely looks like what Gojo would have turned into if he turned to his curse spirit. A random boar, a tongue man, the thing that ate Junpei's mom, that one antagonist from One Punch Man, mixed with a grasshopper it looks like, a random tongue demon, and a weird butterfly. But the main focus of this seems to be the orangutan type spirit. So let's go ahead and fight against the hard version and see what we can do here. And honestly, that'll just kind of be it for today. We're just going to chill and rush on through this. I've been using pretty much this team. So they gave out a little bit of currency to upgrade one free recollection. And so I gave this recollection from the banners an extra dupe because I learned when you give it the extra dupe, at +1, it gains this little thing right here, which is any time that the character using it gets a crit, they get 200 alt gauge. And so it gives a much higher chance, as long as Gojo crits, to get him to do 2 ultimates before the end of the match. And so this should be a good time. I should probably replace Kamo with Mai. I didn't think about that before I hit start, but let's just go ahead and rush on through this anyway. And this event will be going away today, and so I am curious to see if there's going to be a sequel to it in the future. I just wanted to make sure I recorded it today because it will be gone forever after that. And so I'm trying to archive everything, and there is now a playlist in the description below, or at least on my channel, of all the event stories, and it will be updated going forward, hopefully with every single one that we could see. So we'll have some fun with that. But for this, I think my priority likely should just be to go all out with all of my attacks, because Panda's buff here will not do anything right now. He draws attacks and decreases damage taken, but that's not really useful for the moment. So we're going to do that. We're going to pop tutoring. We're going to buff with Gojo here, and honestly, I'm going to use Crimson Binding just in case we can get a free stun here. It should be a good time. And we didn't even get it. I think because it has debuff resistance, the Crimson Binding is actually useless. So I kind of wasted Noritoshi Kamo's first turn. So if he reduces all debuffs, let me check. Yeah, so it only resists that. He can't be stunned. So he can't be poisoned/bled either. So defense down might work still. We'll shoot with Gojo, and then I'm just going to pop raining arrows with him and see if we can do some good. The defense down did not work because he seems to negate it. Okay, good to know. In that case, this is kind of a pain in the butt boss. You kind of just want to prioritize your highest damage dealers. And I only have the one attacker that is especially good, so it's kind of unfortunate to be stuck here. But I like this design. The open ribcage, the sharp claws like Sukuna has, the creepy ass face with the single eye. It reminds me of like a Percy Jackson antagonist, pretty much. Do I pop the recollection here, or do I save it for next turn? Probably next turn. And we're gonna pop his recollection for sure, and pop his ultimate, and we're just gonna pop tracking arrow so we get the cooperative one between the two, and definitely kill this turn. Aka. And absolutely nuked. Oh, he's down. I wonder how these will go. So I see the down thing. I know that he has at least one more stage to go into. So I think that we'll have to get through all of the down gauge, and then he'll also get back up for a second health bar. But we're ulting with Panda so he gets his buff. I don't know why it's lagging so much. It usually doesn't. Good stuff though. Yeah. He isn't actually taking... Oh, so he has 3 turns of being down and taking full damage for it. Makes sense. I think I'm gonna buff with Panda for now, because next turn I can double ult and it should be okay. Or should I just do this and wait for me to have like the irritated then crush? I'm gonna wait till I get irritated then crush. Then we're gonna pop ultimate, shoot, and actually let's not ult with Yaga. Let's rebuff with tutoring and then shoot with Gojo and see how much that'll do. Because if I can cooperative ult, it will increase the damage I do by quite a bit, because it doubles the effect that you do pretty much. And so my score should be higher if I wait for it, considering Gojo's going away next turn anyway. Let's buff with Panda, pop that, ultimate with Gojo, and Gojo will kill himself this turn no matter what. There we go. Oh, he actually takes all the debuffs. Oh, so he only resists the debuffs whenever he's not downed. So I should have immediately popped the debuffs on him the moment I had the chance to. I'll remember that for next time. I think I do want to try and fight this one more time for myself to get the... I think it's 2.5 million is the goal. Phase 2 begins though. He's back to nullifying all debuffs. And Panda's going to be able to absolutely smack this man. And he's going to ignore the debuff, so I'm just going to regular kick. I'm going to pop my ultimate to give a technique boost. I think this is only defensive. Oh no, it actually increases curse technique as well, so that's excellent. And then we'll pop the tracking arrows with Noritoshi and see how much it does. But this is not a bad buff to give to everyone. It should give a decent amount of damage up. Nice. I actually haven't seen the guy on the right's cut in. I need to find out what his name is proper. Obviously I know Saki Rindo because I like her a lot, but I just kind of used this guy without thinking about what his name is. What is your name? Kaito Yuki. I'll remember that in the future. And then I'm just gonna pop the Let's Go Kathy because he has the spare buffs anyway, and I think next turn his tutoring goes away, so we'll be able to rebuff there. Actually, let's pop his recollection and then just normal attack, and then we'll just pop raining arrows. Should be good. Yakusatsu and raining arrows. Alrighty, and we will crush it with Panda. Pop tutoring again. Do I just attack? I don't think it's worth buffing. Because the buff that he has in this state is just to increase the cursed energy of everyone by 10, and I don't think it does very much for me. If I had Mai, I would definitely be doing a little bit better here. Will the other two at the bottom get their ultimate at the same time? I think so. So I think I'm safe to pop his ult this turn. I'll just attack again and attack again. There you go. He throws hands. Yeah, they'll get ult together next turn. Unfortunately, this guy is going to ultimate us, and so we'll see how much he ends up doing. How long does this last, actually? 4 turns? I think it's worth it. And then I'm going to just use Kathy, because I have the extra energy for now. We're going to just normal attack, and we are going to shooting arrow. So we'll have 2 ultimates for next turn, and hopefully no one dies. Yeah, Noritoshi isn't gonna die anything, or it's not anywhere close to dying from any of this. And then I'm just gonna pop Kathy again and use the extra recollection skill and fire the tracking arrows. Yeah, definitely using Mai would have allowed us to do some more damage over Noritoshi Kamo, but doing this, maybe I'll be farming some extra points compared to Mai. We'll see. The main thing is that when he dies, you get like a bunch of score as well. And I think that the max you can get is up to... I'm just gonna keep on attacking. Because I feel like it's not really worth it to... Actually, let's try to get the energy up and see if it helps. But yeah, as long as you don't die, you can keep on fighting this guy over and over and it won't really matter. It sucks that the debuff nullification stays though. We'll punch. Looks like Panda can't ultimate a second time. If you actually look here, he's permanently stuck at 0 ultimate energy. And so he's a character that seems to prioritize just thriving as your main character. I'm gonna pop his recollection skill just to get the extra buff. And then big slash and raining arrows. And just keep on slapping with Panda. I'll rebuff with him. We'll slash here because we still have the cursed energy up and we should be all good. Fortunately, I won't be able to dual ultimate. Do I use Yaga's this turn? I feel like I buff. I normal kick. Actually, I think he just dies anyway. I think it should be a bigger priority just to crush. And then ults, slash, and then rain arrows. Let's see how many points we get for killing him. Yeah, okay, we got 2.5 million, I think is the amount, which is my highest score so far. And I do get the title right there. It says grade 1. Let me check to see if there's one that's above that. If so, I might try a my run for myself before it goes away in a couple hours, but this is perfect. I'm happy that I got the chance to give it another really good shot. And I plan on covering the next event story in 2 days. Tomorrow is going to be a full coverage of the Fukuoka branch arc inside the main story, because that is definitely a priority of mine. But here, let's look at the score challenge. So you can do 3 mil, 4 mil, and 5 mil. So if I doubled my score there, I would get the special grade 1. Otherwise, I would just need to penny pinch to get the 2 kind of useless items. I mean, they're useful. It's just only in the early game will they ever be useful. Regardless, that is going to be our coverage of this second event for today. Tomorrow, we will be returning to do the main story quest over here as the Fukuoka branch campus arc, and we'll cover all of it. So look forward to that, and hopefully we can keep on enjoying all the original content inside this game. I'm a big fan of what they do here. This one was kind of more lackluster, but of course this one was mostly for grinding a bunch of materials from a bunch of different bosses. And so it seems like maybe they'll do like story event, then like grindy map event, and then story event again from what I'm seeing here, which is kind of nice. So you get a little bit of both. Regardless, thanks for watching, take it easy, and we will be pulling for Yuta this weekend. See you guys later. Bye bye.